lighter side. So we're moving on and continuing with our motivation and self-discovery, and it's time that we start to awaken. So what I'm saying is, if you live each day as though it's your last, one day you're going to be right. That idea is stuck with me. For over 40 years now, I've stood in front of the mirror and asked myself, if this were the final day of my life, would I still want to do what I'm planning to do today? And when too many days went by with no as the answer, that's when I knew something had to change. Keeping death in my mind has been my most powerful decision-making tool. Because when you remember that time is limited, you start letting go of all the noise, all the expectations from others, the ego, the fear of failure or embarrassment. It all fades away. And what's left? Only what truly matters. When you remember you're mortal, you stop pretending you have anything to lose. You're already exposed. You're already vulnerable. So why not follow what sets your soul on fire? Before anyone else sees your potential, you gotta see it first. And a backup plan, that's often just a distraction from your real path. When your heart is all in, plan B only slows you down. I genuinely believe that. If you're driven by passion, and if you stay focused, there's almost nothing you can't do. Your time on earth is short. Don't waste it trying to live someone else's script. Don't be trapped by dogma, by the stale thinking of others. Don't let their noise drown out your own voice. And what's the most vital thing? Have the guts to follow your heart. You have to trust your intuition. It already knows where you're meant to go. And I'm telling you, belief is becoming. I began chasing my dreams, and honestly, most people don't chase theirs. I didn't, not at first. Why? Fear. Fear of falling short. Fear of actually succeeding and not knowing quite how to handle it. Many get too comfortable. They stop learning, stop reaching, stop challenging themselves. And then what? They shrink into cynicism and give up on themselves, on their families, on the life they once imagined. But here's the truth. The only real limits are the ones we place on our minds. Use your imagination, and you'll see that the possibilities are endless. When you're truly good at something, when you pursue it with fire in your belly, the world starts to notice. We don't always believe in ourselves at first. So maybe just start by believing it's possible. That your dream is possible. That you can work towards it. And if you're willing to risk it, while others play it safe, you'll discover that life begins where fear ends. Because most people, they stop at earning a paycheck and raising a family. And then they just coast through the rest. But those who run towards something bigger, their lives hold a different kind of meaning. And yes, the road is rough. You're gonna face setbacks. You're gonna fall on your face. But along the way, you'll uncover your strength. You'll learn that inside of you, there's a kind of greatness you haven't even met yet. You're stronger than your situation. You're not a victim of life. You're a force within it. There's a quiet kind of power in choosing your path. Stop reacting. Start deciding. Who do you want to be? How do you want to live? Choose. And another thing, if you're ever going to become who you're meant to be, you have to let go of who you are today. At any moment, be willing to sacrifice what you are for who you could become. The truth is, a lot of people say they want success, but most don't want it bad enough. They want to chill, hang out, sleep in, more than they want to rise. But if you ever want to win, you'll need to want it like you need to breathe. When you want it as much as you want air, then, and only then, will you find success. Here's what most people don't realize. Dreams don't always arrive in flashing lights. They don't show up yelling, "Here I am!" Sometimes they sneak up on you. Sometimes your calling comes as a whisper. And those whispers, they're hard to hear. So you need to be ready. Always listening. If that voice inside nudges you, and it lights something up in your heart, pay attention. That might be your purpose speaking. And when it speaks, don't let it go. Before he directed Moonlight, that young filmmaker made dozens of short films. He didn't quit. Because without commitment, you'll never even begin. But without consistency, you'll never finish. This isn't meant to be easy. If it were, there'd be no legends. No Viola Davis. No Denzel Washington. No you. So what do? You keep moving. You keep fighting. You fall down 7 times and you get up 8. Let doubt fuel you. Let disbelief from others drive you. Prove them wrong, not for revenge, but to prove to yourself that you were always capable. Make sure this path is truly for you. Don't go chasing someone else's dream and then give it everything. Do it for the love. If this is what you're meant to do, you'll do it regardless of the money. Put your whole heart into it. Stand by your vision. Own your wins and your losses. Because if it fails, let it be yours. And if it soars, let it be yours too. When I finally got clear, when I locked myself away to chasing my calling, everything changed. And here's something someone once asked me. Who's your hero? I don't know. I said, give me some time to think. A couple weeks later, I ran into him again. And he said, who's your hero? I said, thought about it. And my hero is me. 10 years ago. And then I turned 25. He asked again, are you your hero yet? I said, not even close. So why not? I said, because my hero is me at 35. And you see, I'll never catch him. But that's the point. He keeps me reaching and chasing and growing. See, the journey's the best part. If life's been hard for you, if you've hit walls and roadblocks, you can't give up. Hold tight to your dreams. There were days I wanted to quit too, but I didn't, because I believed something was waiting on the other side of the pain. Rough days aren't setbacks, they're character building days. The people chasing their dreams, they've been through hell, but they keep moving. They told themselves, I'm the one. No matter what happens, I will find a way. See, dreamers are hungry. They know their vision is possible. They know that it's necessary to be relentless, to be bold, to be strategic. People who live their dreams surround themselves with other dreamers. They don't wait for life to hand them anything. They know it's up to them.